building a medieval city with full interiors, and today we will fill the section all around the mayor's house, from the bakery to the river, with the fish market, the forge, the mason workshop, and more awesome buildings, all with furniture and decorations in vanilla Minecraft, no mods required. The fish market is on the ground floor of the building, and it opens onto the bakery. Yep, the baker always complains about the smell. Anyway, the building also houses the Fisherman's Guild. It is not the most powerful guild in the city, but it offers a recreation room and even sleeping places for its members on the ground floor and a meeting room on the first floor. Let's start decorating the fish market with plenty of snow and ice. Ice keeps fish fresh, but when it melts, it creates smelly puddles on the floor, so let's mess up the floor a bit. Campfires can be used to put on display fish for sale, and they also sell squid ink here if you're craving for risotto. In the corner behind the counter, we can set up a couple of tanks with live fish for sale. I love that salmon and carp now come in different sizes. I choose 2 small ones. Upon the shelf, let me build another tank with a puffer fish. Why not? Ouch! Thinking back, that was a good reason why. Anyway, this is the table where the fish is cleaned. Let me add more random stuff on this shelf. Then 2 chains and prismarine walls look like hanging fish. They also set smoked fish cooked on the spot, so we need a pipe to vent smoke out. It's connected to a chimney on the roof. This is a fishing cage for seafood. More fillet fish ready to be grilled. Let's move into the Fisherman Guild. Let me guide you to a quick tour of the building. The fish market is so realistic that I feel like I shouldn't step in the puddles. There's a back door leading to the Fisherman Guild. Fishermen can sit here relaxing between sea trips, and they can also sleep. Yup, someone forgot its boat. Beside the front entrance there's a fish tank with tropical fish. And on the first floor, if I waterlog the quartz stairs like this, I can decorate this corner with live coral. This is another chilling area. Fishermen walk hard and they serve it. And beyond the arch, the meeting room, where guild members can discuss their problems. Should we lower prices this season? Should we ask to like and subscribe? Right outside the window behind me, we are gonna build the forge. So far the city is on a flat surface, but it's time to spice things. The forge overlooks a courtyard at a lower level near the city walls. The forge is a diagonal building. The actual forge is the smaller section on the left. while the one in red terracotta is the blacksmith's house, with a shop at the ground floor and a warehouse in the basement. I always enjoy adding lore to my buildings. It helps me creating better decorations. This time, I can tell you that the blacksmith became rich with his work. He had a lot of customers, but he was getting old and his wife was complaining. So, he took on an apprentice to work in the forge, and now he runs the shop where he sells all the ironmonger and so. His wife is helping in the shop and she's very happy about it. Let's start with the main piece, a traditional brick forge where the iron is worked. Stairs for a smoother, round shape. Something like this. The walls because they are thinner, a magma block and blackstone stairs as a work surface. The next important tool is the anvil with a shiny brand new shovel. Sand was used in a forge to temper weapons, either by sticking the sword in it or by spreading it over the sword before hammering it. So this is the hilt of a sword sticking out and a small bucket to sprinkle the sand. Now a working table with tools and half-baked products, and shelves all around the forge with a minecart and raw materials, while 3 wire hooks are hangers. As I said before, the owner no longer does the heavy work and everything is in the hands of the apprentice. He lives in a small room at the back of the forge. It's humble, but it lacks nothing. Bed, heating system, storage, food, what else? The dining table with candles and a chair. He has everything except the comfort plant, which has been dead for a while. I added a well right outside the forge because water is also needed to work metals. Let's hang a sign outside the shop and stock it with supplies, all locally forged. I try to include many iron-related items, chains, bars, lanterns, and the lodestone that now has an iron core. Copper samples are on display at the counter. The staircase in the shop leads to the first floor with a living area. The owners are a happy, wealthy couple, so the room is welcoming and filled with plants and decorations. The ceiling is high above the dining room, while above the kitchen there is a mezzanine with a bedroom. Plants hang from the ceiling and the chandelier lights up the room. The kitchen is tidy and well organized. Look at the hanging string of chili peppers. I guess the owners like to eat spicy food. The bedroom is on the mezzanine and it has a nice view. Doesn't the eco shard in the frame look like a tie? A custom oak tree helps wrap up this section of the city. And then I moved on the other side of the mayor's house, right in front of the town hall. we built in the last episode. The new building overlooks the main street and therefore is the ideal place to house the town stables where visitors can leave their mount while they do their business and enjoy what the city has to offer. Inside the stables there are boxes for the animals with water and food to keep them comfortable. Our first guest is a llama that was wandering in the city, and then a horse to keep him company. On the upper floor, we have a storage room with food for the animals, like this chest of red apples made with netherwork blocks and oak trapdoors, then haze and melons. Someone ordered potted saplings to create a new orchard, like the one we built in the Garden Axe video. The animals are fine, well fed and warm. The horse jumps for happiness like a toddler, or at least that's what I like to think. There are blankets for them, and the ladder leads to the upper floor. But I bet you're thinking, Mima, you can't use the warehouse with a ladder. This is why we are building a crane, an upside-down grindstone, 4 chains, and a large platform made with 9 spruce trapdoors. Let's use a jack-o'-lantern instead of a pumpkin to add some light in this alley. We just need to make sure the face is covered. Now a potted plant, and the crane is fully operational. Let's focus on the mason, who lives in a medium-sized house in the city center with his workshop at the ground floor. This building has a weird shape because it will border the city's central square and the tea house. I used both brown and white mushroom blocks for the first floor, while the ground floor has more vibrant color and orange terracotta. A flower stall fills the space between the stables and the mason's house. When villagers will move in the city, I want a mason to claim this house. Let's set up a stone cutter here on the floor. Not the Minecraft stone cutter for now, but a bigger one with a large blade that's cutting this block of blackstone into slices with buttons and pressure plates as debris, as you can see. Different kinds of stones, ores and crystals are stored on the shelves and fill the workshop. I tried to put on display every Minecraft stone, prismarine, endstone, tuff, sandstone, you name it. On a working table, there's also the regular stone cutter for the villager to claim. The box of sand, grazing clumps could be limestone. On the opposite wall, there's a desk the mason might need for the paperwork and customer orders. The mason house is on the first floor. The staircase leads to a lobby with a small vegetable garden, plants and random stuff that opens to the bedroom and the dining room. The bedroom has a double bed with a desk. The mason's wife works in this room. She's probably a writer. Next to the bedroom, there's the living area with a kitchen and a colorful table made of lightning rods and carpets. The room is warmed by a fireplace, while the paintings and frames with food make it cozy and lived in. Like I said before, the north wall of the mason house is flat because it's next to a smaller building, the tea house. It's supposed to be a welcoming place with a bright palette and many windows. Follow me inside the tea house. Let's start with a counter made of empty chisel bookshelves. This block is so versatile, it can be used in different ways and it always looks good. Behind the counter, let's set up a stove. Yep, it's a blast furnace, which means that the armorer will be a regular customer of the tea house. Good for him. The tea house is decorated with plants of herbal teas and small, colorful packages of loose leaf tea. Now, the seating for the customers. I know, tea houses with fancy stores are not medieval at all. But I'm a tea person, cut me some slack. This is the kind of place I wish was in my town. Finally, the frames with tea leaves. Let's turn the jungle saplings to match the other ones. There is plenty of choice. What's your favorite tea? Let me know in the comments. To fill the empty space between the tea house and the city walls, I am building a cozy cottage. 2 old people live here, and you can tell they have grandchildren who come to visit them because there are toys scattered around the yard. It's a small, one-story house, so they don't have to climb stairs. Although, at the back of the house, there's a basement that the grandparents use as a cellar. A large tree with a swing for the children casts shade over the yard, and the river flows gently right next to the cottage. I bet they can hear the fireflies buzzing from their bedroom. I designed the interiors of the cottage, imagining a couple leading a quiet life, cultivating hobbies and taking care of the house and garden. Since now loadstone is so cheap, we can use them as flower pots. Blue curtain separates the living room from the bedroom with a large wardrobe and a painting. In the next episode, we will build the studio of the artist who paints all these masterpieces. As a final touch, let's not forget the inner courtyard, where both the forge and the cottage have basements. It's a bit dirtier and messier than the rest of the city, with a fountain and a dog house. The courtyard borders the city walls, and there is also access to another watchtower, as well as the forge basement. Which one of you guys wants a new home? Let me see. I guess you will fit fine, my dude. Are you coming or not? This is the place. A cute kennel all for you. Here, admit. Don't worry, grandparents will treat you very well. Grandchildren, a little less. Quite a day. We've wrapped up this section of the city. The main square will start from this point, but we are still missing the doctor's studio, the tailor workshop, the canteen, the carpenter. So stay tuned for the next episode and see you soon.
If you wanna know how I do it, if you search for a new cool idea, here she is, here she is. Me and my MC, the best place to be. Building brick by brick with a little chic, mountain high or never deep. All you villagers and pillagers, she's gonna show the craft to the secrets of Minecraft. Assembling, creating, and waiting for the new updates. Don't be a creeper if you like what you